To stretch the glutes, we first need some stability through the core, which you should have achieved through phase 1. So let's begin to stretch the glutes. We're going to bring the right leg across the left. Bring the foot up all the way into the hip crease as far as you can. Hold the position there with the foot on the floor. I want you to reach the opposite arm across and hug the knee into the chest. Now hold that position. That may give you enough of a glute stretch as it is. We don't want any pain here, just a stretch through the glutes, the side and the back of the hip. Then what we can do is bring the other arm around just to lock it all off and make it more sustainable for you, ensuring that we keep the knee close into the chest throughout. And then the final part of the stretch, we're going to just sit up. You'll feel this lift the foot up off the floor, and we're going to hold that position there. So we hold this for 30 to 60 seconds, aiming for that muscle to release over time, for the stretch to get slightly easier, not pushing it beyond a 6 out of 10 on your perceived pain scale. Deep breaths throughout, holding for as long as it takes just to release and to get relatively comfortable in that position. We can build on that glute stretch by bringing the spinal cord and the peripheral nerves into it. So I'll show you how that's done. We're going to begin with a glute stretch just as we did before, bringing the right leg across the left hip, hugging the knee in with the opposite arm, locking that off with the same side arm, a little sit up to bring the foot off the floor, keeping the knee tight, close into the chest, and holding there just for a few moments as we settle into the stretch. And so what we can do to build on that, we're going to look up to the ceiling, just slackening off the spinal cord. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, I want you to look down, slowly bring the chin into the chest, looking down towards the side of the hip that you're stretching. And you'll feel now a stretch all the way down the back of the neck, into the spine, down as far as the glute and possibly beyond. So what you're feeling there is a slight stretch of the spinal cord, of the sciatic nerve. We know that we don't like to stretch nerves. They prefer to be flossed, or they prefer glides. So we don't want any pain at all. We're aiming to stretch the glute as well as the connective tissue of the spine and get some spinal cord and peripheral nerve movement. So from there, just give yourself a break, look up to the ceiling, take a deep breath in, and then slowly down as you breathe out, chin into chest, aim to push a bit further, keep the knee tight into the chest if you can, and we're going to hold there. And we're going to repeat that cycle for 3 repetitions. So one more, looking up to the ceiling, deep breath in, breathing out as you look down, chin into chest, slightly to the right for me because I'm stretching the right hip, aim to go a bit further, keeping that knee tight into the chest, not allowing it to come away. And I'm just going to hold that there for about 10 more seconds before returning back to a neutral position and stretching the opposite side.